Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, MJFANGIRL, and I am here. You guys, it has been a while. I have been sick on and off for the past few weeks, but I had to come on here because today we just got a press release, an announcement. It's all over the news. Yes, the Michael Jackson biopic is coming. We got some new news on some of the stuff, on behind the scenes, the production, the director. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be going through a couple of articles and telling you guys my first reaction. You are now watching MJFANGIRL TV.
Girl, you got to know. We can touch the sky like
Hello you guys, and what's up? I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot really hear out of my right ear right now. I have an ear infection that is healing, but I still have like fluid in my ear, and so I can't really hear as well as I want to. So if I'm talking either too loud or too softly, just know that I am on the mend. And it's been a rough road. There's been so many things that I've been wanting to record and do. I know I asked you guys for some ideas not too long ago, but I'm gonna be recording for you guys a bunch as soon as I get better. But I had to jump on here because today it was just announced the director of the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic. It's going to be Antoine Fuqua, and I just want to get into some like tidbits about him. I want to talk about also what has been released in terms of just any other information that we know. Okay, today is January 18th. Yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, which was January 16th, we were told by the Michael Jackson estate to look out for a press release coming out soon about the biopic, and it was supposed to come out on on Tuesday the 17th, but it did not come out, and there was an email sent out late last night to the Michael Jackson fan community saying to stay tuned. It got delayed and it's coming out Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning is here, and we actually found out, number one, who's directing the biopic, which is really the big news. We got a name, and we got a little bit, a couple other facts. We did not, I will say this, preface this by saying we did not find out who's playing Michael. We don't have any information on like the actors or anything like that, but I feel like this is a super great news to hear some of the like decisions that have been made around the biopic. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna be looking up the article that I first found, or that I first saw, which is the article from Deadline. Deadline Hollywood, which talks about the Michael Jackson biopic. Emancipation's Antoine Fuqua to direct Michael Jackson biopic for Lionsgate. John Logan's script and Bohemian Rhapsody's Grand King producing with estate. Okay, so number one, Emancipation is that recent Will Smith Antoine Fuqua project there. But Antoine Fuqua, I want to give a little bit of background because he was selected as the director of the Michael Jackson biopic, which to me is huge. I told you guys many times, if you have watched my channel, that several years back I went to the Michael Jackson Diamond Celebration, and I actually heard the co-executor of the estate, John Branca, say that they really wanted to make very strategic moves when it came to deciding things about the Michael Jackson biopic. One of the things that they pointed out was that he really wanted to hammer home the point that they wanted this to be not only like a major motion picture, but something that was very well received by audiences as a great film. You know, great storytelling, great film, something along the lines of Ray. You know, Ray, about Ray Charles's life. Not only was it regarded as like a great film by film critics and Ray Charles fans alike, but it also took home a couple Oscars, right? So, or was it a couple? At least I know one, okay? At least I know Jamie Foxx got an Oscar for his role. I think it's really cool that that's kind of like one of the driving forces behind this, because we've talked about this before on this channel. Michael Jackson really is kind of like a larger than life entertainer. Like seriously, he deserves not only the utmost treatment when it comes to any biopic or film or documentary about his life, but also anything tied to his name really needs to be of super high quality. And I'm really excited that they chose Antoine Fuqua. A little bit of background on him: he actually started out his directing career in music videos. Two of the most notable, to me at least: Another Sad Love Song by Toni Braxton he directed. He also directed Gangsta's Paradise with Coolio. Michelle Pfeiffer was in the video. And then he went and moved on to movies. And one of the movies that he has done that I love is The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. He's worked on first and second, and now they're, I think, filming and wrapping up the third one. As well as he's just worked on Training Day, which is like, I mean, who doesn't love Training Day? And I'm not a big movie buff or a big movie person, but what I do know is that it's really important for them to bring in a well-respected and you know, very well-rounded director. And it's really cool because he started his career directing music videos, and to kind of bring those two together, I think it's gonna be a great output when it comes to the biopic. I want to read you guys what I'm seeing here in the Deadline article. It says, Antoine Fuqua is set to direct Michael, a Lionsgate drama telling the complex life story of the iconic singer Michael Jackson. A script is in by John Logan, and the film will be produced by Graham King, who turned the Freddie Mercury Queen story into the blockbuster Oscar Best Picture nominated Bohemian Rhapsody. Loved that, by the way. GK Films will produce alongside the co-executors of Jackson's estate, John Brackett and John McClane. This has been a long passion project for King and Logan, who teamed up on the Oscar-nominated Martin Scorsese-directed Howard Hughes film The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio, and his race to innovate before his mental illness and germophobic obsessions overtook him. Sources tell us that the films will undoubtedly make the most of Michael Jackson's musical accomplishments and recreation of seminal career highlights, beginning with the days that he fronted the Jackson 5 as a child to his hit-making work as the biggest musical star in the world as an adult. But it'll also deal squarely with all accusations that dogged his later years up to his death in 2009 at age 50 from cardiac arrest. This movie is going to address everything, it seems like, as best as they can, I'm assuming, including some of the harder moments. And so I'm really interested to see how they will tackle this. I think it's important to have a very like all-encompassing life story, and you know that the estate is going to make it happen. Like I said, they did the MJ the musical, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure, I wasn't sure what to think right in the beginning, but it was amazing. Miles Frost is amazing. You guys have seen my review. If you have not seen it, I'll link it down below. MJ the musical was such a good Broadway show, and it was such a good depiction of Michael's life, and it was celebratory, but it was also it brought that element of realism. It talked about not only his achievements as an entertainer, but it also talked about him as a human being, and I loved that, and the humanity of it all is what really drew me to MJ the musical, and I think they're gonna bring the same thing with this biopic. It says things are moving fast on Michael. Exciting. Fuqua is currently finishing The Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington in Italy, and then he will turn his attention to this one. Production will begin later this year. It's January, so we've got 11 months. Let's see at what point they start the production for this. And then we've heard Fuqua will draft his Emancipation and Equalizer 3 cinematographer Robert Richardson to be by his side. The hope is that Michael will be a global juggernaut like Bohemian Rhapsody, which grossed over 900 million worldwide and created a new appetite for the music of Queen. Lionsgate has world rights here, but it will seek an offshore partner, and we've heard Sony is squarely in the mix. This is a quote from the Lionsgate Motion Picture Group chair. Antoine is a perceptive and powerful filmmaker, and we feel very fortunate that he has chosen Michael as his next project. His visionary storytelling skills and commitment to his craft will make Michael an unforgettable film, said King. Antoine's films provide personal perspectives of larger-than-life characters that continuously captivate global audiences. I'm confident that Antoine will make an exceptional and compelling film that will both celebrate and give profound new insights into the life of the king of pop. And it says here that he's also done music videos for Lil Wayne, Prince, Toni Braxton, Stevie Wonder before his film breakthrough, which was Training Day. And so here I'm just going to read you guys this last quote here from Antoine Fuqua himself. The first films of my career were music videos, and I still feel that combining film and music are a deep part of who I am, said Fuqua. For me, there is no artist with the power, the charisma, and the sheer musical genius of Michael Jackson. I was influenced to make music videos by watching his work, the first black artist to play in heavy rotation on MTV. His music and those images are part of my worldview, and the chance to tell his story on the screen alongside his music was irresistible. My thoughts are, I am very excited, okay? I was somebody that did not know much about Queen, but I saw Bohemian Rhapsody and I fell in love with their story, the story of Freddie Mercury and the music, and I loved the kind of like storytelling that was behind it. I felt like there were highs, there were lows, there were times where I felt for Freddie Mercury, there were times that I really felt like I identified with some of his thought processes, and I felt, you know, really attached to the character, and it seemed like it was very realistic, and it seemed like it really told the very, like, the depths of him as an artist, but also as a human being, and some of the challenges that he faced. And I feel like that's really, really a great formula for someone like Michael Jackson, who deserves so much of his story to be told. You know, a lot of times he is just looked at as, okay, king of pop, entertainer, and full stop. And people really don't give the chance to Michael Jackson to, like, look into, like, who he was as a person. And I feel like a major motion picture of this scale is going to help to bring a lot to the forefront in terms of just the general public knowing who Michael Jackson was as a person and as a man. Of course, I love the fact that this is official. We're gonna have the music, we're gonna have the official, like, you know, all of the moments and the likeness of Michael Jackson come to life. Hopefully they pick some really good actors that not only kind of look like him, because I mean, how could you not have actors that kind of look like him, you know, in a biopic? If they don't look like the person, I find it to be distracting. Like in the Whitney Houston movie that just came out, I saw it, wasn't that big of a fan of it for a number of reasons, but number one, just being like the actress really didn't resemble her at all, and you really need to have like that basic resemblance and kind of like the charisma. Okay, you guys, so sorry, my phone started ringing. I don't even really exactly remember where I was, what I was talking about, but I think I was just saying that I really loved Bohemian Rhapsody, and I feel like Michael Jackson getting that similar type of film treatment is gonna be awesome. One of the things that I'm also very excited about is it seems that the family is really involved. Earlier, Prince Jackson shared a Instagram story saying, oh, the announcement's coming up really soon. Not for me, but you guys are gonna see soon. And then he shared the little, I'll show you guys his Instagram story that he shared. So I thought it was really cool because it seems like he's excited about it. So that must mean he's involved in some way. The Jacksons official account posted about it. So I'm very excited that the family also seems to be in the fold, because I'm a very big fan of the Jacksons' American Dream. As you guys might know, that book was actually based on Katherine Jackson's book. I believe it's called My Family the Jacksons. I've talked about that book before on this channel. And by the way, someone has asked me to do another video where I talk about my favorite Michael Jackson books, which I am going to do very soon. But yeah, I really love the fact that the family is going to be involved, the children are involved, and just, you know, we've got a great team, it seems, that is going to tackle this. I know that a lot of people are very like hesitant when it comes to the storytelling and the retelling of stories, but to me, this type of project is what helps to solidify an artist's legacy for generations to come. Obviously, Michael Jackson is always going to be the greatest entertainer of our time, and he's always going to be who we know him as, right? Those of us who have lived in a world where Michael Jackson existed and was alive and was doing things in his career. But what about people like, you know, my child? She will now learn about Michael Jackson from movies and plays and books and all that type of those type of media. And so to me, it's super important for those type of projects to have great storytellers, great directors, producers, and great intentions behind them. So comment down below and let me know what you guys' first thoughts are. I know that a lot of us thought we were gonna get like some news about like the actor that was gonna play Michael or whatever. We didn't get that, but we did get some really great news just about the biopic in general. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.